Okay. So we are in the last class we uh, we discussed the last class we discussed what are the different data types that are present in Python. Data types are numeric types, integer, floating point, complex numbers, and boolean. Like that are numeric types. When coming to sequences, list, tuple, set, dictionary. Okay, these are the four uh, sequences in Python. Okay, is that clear? List, tuple, set, dictionary. We applied various functions on the list, library functions like append, and the next insert function, length function to find the number of elements inside a list, and etc. Various other functions, with pop function, like that. There are plenty of functions. Few functions we discussed. And next, set will not allow duplicate values. If you enter duplicate values also, it will take only one, throw out the remaining. So it will keep only one. Okay. Set is unordered collection. Set is not ordered collection. Set is unordered collection. Okay. So you cannot extract element from a set using index. That's why it is called as unordered collection. And it is mutable. We can modify the set, we can modify the list, but we cannot modify the tuple. Tuple is a constant one. Next, dictionary. Dictionary contains key value pairs, key and value pairs. Okay, dictionary. Dictionary is one another kind of field, and dictionary can be modifiable. We can modify. Like one more type is bytes and byte array. Bytes contain all the integer values less than 255, which we cannot modify once it is created. Byte array we can modify, and the same qualities, but we can modify. Frozen set. Frozen set is a set which we cannot modify. Okay, like that. And none type, none, N-O-N-E, none. It is like void in C language. Okay, these are the various data types and sequences we discussed, and few more are there, so that is not come frequently, so we'll discuss them later. So these are the sequences and types and etc. we discussed. We discussed also about the how the syntax of the Python function will be. Python function, how it looks like. Python function starts with the def. Here you can see def function name followed by list of arguments. At the end of the function, you will have the return statement that we discussed in the previous classes. And okay, return statement at the end of the function. Function ends with a return statement. Just like normal C language, a return statement will be the end of the function in Python. But function name and this list of arguments, the brackets of closing, you have to put colon. So after entering into the function, you have to leave one tab space and write the function statements. Okay, that is the basic idea in Python. Okay. Next, we discussed about loops, for loop. How the for loop will be? For loop for I in the range, like that. We have to put colon. After that, we have to give up one tab space and write the statement. One tab space, if you give up, that will be forming a block unto how many statements you want. Like that, you have to keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many statements as inside that block, but leaving the blank space every time. Okay. And then next, you can keep the statements like this. You have to leave one tab space every time in the for loop. Okay. So, and while loop also will have while condition colon and next list of statement. There will not be any do while loop in Python language. Please make a note. There will not be any do while loop. Do while loop will never be in Python. Next next thing is okay, like that it will be. So next, no increment or no decrement operator. C language C++, there is an increment operator I++ and plus I. So like that it will be, but in Python it is not allowed. Increment operator is not there. Make a note. And decrement operator is also not there. Minus minus I not there in Python. So let us discuss various operators in Python. Okay, let us discuss various operators in Python. Okay, let us discuss the Python various operators. Okay, next, let us see what are the operators in Python. So next, so first one, arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. Okay, is it visible to all? Is it visible? Okay, arithmetic operators. So here, just normal place for addition, minus for subtraction, and this is star for multiplication, and slash. This is called normal division. Normal division means in this division you will get the floating point value. Okay. And when you want integer division, you have to use double slash. So this will create integer division. Next, this percentage, this will be for a reminder operator, same as this. So these are all arithmetic operators that are present in Python. Next, coming to next, membership operators. So membership operator is in, not in. So whether X in particular list, then 20, like that. If it is present in the list, it will return it true. Otherwise, it will return false. Next, X not in, not in. So it is not present in the list. Okay. So like that, you have to give the list values 5, 10. Like that, it will give the list values. Okay. X not in, X in, X not in. These are the things. Next, in, not in, like this it will be. Next, comparison operator. Comparison, is operator, comparison. So X is Y. For example, X equal to none. Y is equal to none. Print X is Y. What do you say? So there is a problem. So X, whenever we are assigning to none object, it is saying it is not defined. So if you assign any value to it, then there is no problem. Now you see before only we have to okay. Now x is 10, y is 10, and we are applying the operator on it. X is y means it is saying true. Huh? So x is y. Huh? So both are having same value. So both are equal. That is accepting. Okay. So this is the is operator. Huh? Okay. It is a comparison operator. Is x is like y. Okay. Next. In not in. Okay, I will take one more example on in and not in. Now let us see x equal to 10. So L is equal to this to 10 comma 20. So print x in L. Okay, దీని అవుట్పుట్ బులియన్ వాల్యూ ట్రూ ఆర్ ఫాల్స్ అనేది వస్తుంది. సో లెట్ us see ట్రూ. సో ఎక్స్ వాల్యూ 10, ఎల్ అనేది లిస్ట్ ఒకటి తీసుకుంటాం. లిస్ట్ విల్ బి 10, 20. సో ఎక్స్ ఇన్ ఎల్, సో దిస్ విల్ బి లైక్ 10, 20. Okay, so this will be like this. It will be okay. So this is the membership operator in like that. If x is equal to, for example, you take 100, x check x not in. So so can you see it is giving true? Why? Because it is not there. 100 is not there in the list. That's why it is giving true. So if you take 10, which is there, and try the same again, it will give false. It will give false. Like that, it will be. So x is equal to 10, L is equal to 10, 20. Print x not in L. So this will give false. This is a membership operator. So not in and in, and so next. So in these arithmetic operators, so now x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20. Now print x by y. .5 you got. Now if I do one more operator, print x double slash y. So what will be the output? Let us see. So 10 by 20, again I got 0. Why? Because integer division. So output will be in integer. If any fractional part is there, it will truncate. Okay. If you use double slash, that is the problem. Okay. That is the not in that is only that will take only integer values. It will not take any. So it will give output as integer only mostly. So that is the double slash operator importance and specialty. If you take a single slash, that will act as a normal division. So it will be dividing as per normally. So it will give the fractional value also after division. Okay. So that is the thing. Next, next power operator. How the power operator will be? X is equal to 2, y is equal to 2. Now z is equal to x double slash y, means it will be like 2 square. 2 square means x square, x to the power y, x to the power y. So if I try to print z, what will be the output? It will be, we are getting 2 square, which is 4. X is equal to 3. X is equal to x to the power y, 3 square, then 9. Okay, print z. 3 square, 9. So like that it will be like this. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Now this is the next reminder. Let us see reminder operator. So z is equal to x is equal to 5, y is equal to 3. Now z is equal to x percentage y, print z, print z. What you will get? So reminder, if you divide 5 with 3, reminder will be 2. So you will get the reminder. This is the reminder operator. Okay, is that clear? So this is called a reminder operator. Okay, is that clear? Next, this is about reminder operator. It's like that less than x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. Now z is equal to x less than y. Print z becomes true. Okay, this is the less than operator, like that. You can use greater than operator. Like that, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, like that. All operators in comparison you can use. So this is for comparing two values. Next, not equal to, we can use. This is not equal to. This is next equal to, so we can use all the operators like this. So these are the operators. Next comes logical and for representing and or for or, not for not. So let us see them. Is equal to 10. So greater than 5 and it's greater than 7. Like that. It's equal to 10. Into print text like that it will. So this is a and operator we use. Next R. Next not. Not x not equal to 10. Okay. Here's some error. Takes anything. Put apply bracket before it. It cannot be like this in between, so that is the problem. Only one operand it will take, both besides. Okay, one over here we have to remove this. So it is not printing anything because why? Because x is equal to 10. It is true. That's why if you say print 10. So this is the way not can be applied. So okay. So and or not. Okay. These are the operators. Okay. Next, all types, almost all types of operators are covered. Next, bitwise operators. Bitwise operators. This is right shift. This is left shift. This is not. And exclusive. XR will be like this cap. And let's okay, let us see these operators. Now I have taken x is equal to 10. to write it in the binary form. Now I'm taking, otherwise you can write a direct binary number like this. OB 0B 0 100. Right, x by y is equal to x two places. If I shift, what we will get? Say like so we are getting 1. If I shift to 3 places, what will happen? 0. If I right shift, if I do left shift, what will happen? 2 places, its value will increase. Okay. When shift to 2 places, what will happen? You got 16. Okay. So like that, its value will increase if you shift left side. If its value will decrease if you shift the right side. Next, okay. This is right shifter. This is left shifter. Binary bitwise operators. This is this is not. Sorry. This is not, and this is exclusive OR, and this is and sorry, this is and this is OR. Okay. These are the operators, bitwise operators. So right shift will shift the bits to right side. Left shift will shift the bits left side. Not will represent if the binary 1 is there, it will make it 0, or binary 0 is there, it will make it 1. Exclusive OR. Exclusive OR means it will apply exclusive OR gate on the both the 2 inputs. Like if both are true, it is false. Both are false, it is also false. If none of them are true, it will get the result as true. So that will be exclusive OR. So let us take, otherwise we will see once I will cross check exclusive OR truth table, XR truth table. Truth table. Sorry. Truth table. XR truth table. Please make okay, correct. Okay. I want to confirm once again. Long back I cannot remember. So if both are 0, 0. If both are 0, 0. If A is 0, B is 1, then the output will be 1. A is 1, B is 0, output will be 1. A is 1, B is 1, both output will be 0. Okay? So please make a note of it. Okay? Please make a note of it. So this, please remember. If this you write, exclusive OR, A is 0, B is 0, the output will be 0. A is 0, B is 1, output will be 1. A is 1, B is 0, output will be 1. A is 1, B is 1, output will be 0. This is the truth table for exclusive OR. Please make a note of it. This is the, if you want to write this diagram also you can draw. This is the diagram, logical gate diagram of exclusive OR. Okay. How the input will be. So this is the truth table of exclusive OR. Okay, like that you can write as per issue. At least you write this truth table. That is very important. So this is the exclusive OR. Okay. This is the diagram. In computer organization, we use these diagrams, but this truth table, please remember. So exclusive are both are 0, 0. This is 0 and 1, 1, 1 and 0, 1, 1 and 1, 1, 0. So, is it clear? Now, to take this mm, so AND operator will be applied on each bit. OR operator will be applied on each bit. AND means if both corresponding bits in the A and B will, for example, if you take x is equal to OB 100, y is equal to OB 100, you apply z is equal to x and y, then print z. Z. Now you see the output will be 4 only. Why? Because both we have taken same. That's why we will give the proper same output. 4 value, binary form 4 means 100. I have taken, I am applying AND on that. It will be giving same 4. If you apply OR also, you will get the same output. OR operator. OR operator will be like this, binary bitwise OR. Next, let us see what we will get. Not x. What we will get? Let us see. Okay, not x will become -5. Please make a note of it. And exclusive OR, what we will get? Let us see. Exclusive OR, x y. What will be? 0. Why? Because both are same. If I make it 1, you get, I think, what will be the output? Let us see. You get 1. So, this is exclusive OR. Next, right shift. What we will get? 1. Left shift. So this is this left shift. 16 we got. So this is about the bitwise operators. So okay. So in the form binary form only you want output, that is the bin function is there. Okay. that will represent in the binary form. Okay. Okay. Let us learn something how to convert these base types. Okay. So if you take uh, base types, for example, octal. Octal means base 8. Base 8. So its digits are from 0 to 7. 0 to 7, its digits will be. Okay. Octal, for example, if you take 10, what will be the value in decimal? For example, octal numbers indirectly, how we will represent octal number? Huh? Uh, 0, O, small o or big O. 10 if you write, what is the, let us see, example. So, x is equal to, okay, octal with base 8. Let us see what will happen. So it is printing 8. So if you, the 10 in octal is equal to the decimal value. What is the value? 8. Okay. Now like that, if you take like that, hexa numbers will be OX. OX will be hexadecimal. X is equal to 0 X. Okay, if I this is a hexadecimal number. Now if I try to print in the decimal form, so what is the output? Let us see. It must be equal to how much? 11. Okay. Sorry, 10. So 0 to 9, afterwards A will be 10. A will be 10. So it is equal to 10. So this is the hexadecimal number. Its base is 16. 16 base. To take B, it is it is uh, it is like giving 11. To take C, giving 12. If you like D, giving 13. So like that it will be. Okay, it will be like this. Okay, this is the hexadecimal, hexa to decimal conversion, very simple. Assign the hexa number to a value and just to print it, it automatically converted into decimal. you want to convert into binary or any other type, just to apply that particular thing converted into binary, like that. If you want to convert into octal, put OCP. This is the simple way, no trouble in the Python. Very simple, easily you can convert. Okay, that is the 15. We got octal, hexa, octal, and normal decimal by default. So no need of putting anything. Directly it will give decimal directly. So it will give direct decimal. No need of putting anything. So it is the thing that will happen. So in Python. So this is the how we will convert one base type to another base type. Simple and easy technique in Python. Converting one base type to another binary OB. Please make a note. Binary stands for OB. You have to stand for with 0 B for binary. And 0 O for octal numbers. If you want to create direct octal number, 0 O. 0 X for hexadecimal. Directly, if you want to create hexadecimal number, 0 to O. Decimal number, no need. So binary, octal, hexa. These are the famous binary, octal, hexa. These are the three numbers, the three types of numbers that are present in integer number system. With base binary, base 2, octal, base 8, hexa, base 16. So like that it will be. So this is the method of converting one data type into another data type. Okay. Let us take integer, let's use equal to, and so you see 10 I am converting into hexadecimal number system, that is it is converted into OXCA. So you are watching. So this is the hexadecimal number system that is happening. Is it clear? So is that clear? Okay. So this is the hexa number system. Okay. So converting decimal to hexa. So here we converted. This is the program to convert simple octal number to decimal number. Octal to decimal. Here we converted hexa number to decimal number. Okay. So this is the different methods. Here we can taken binary number. This we shifted. Okay. So this is the different data, different base numbers system. Octal, binary, hexa, you can handle like that. So in Python, so it is simple and easy. Please don't be confused. Please practice them very well. So you will be clear and thorough with the number systems in Python, number system conversions. Okay, is that clear? So you got any doubts? You can unmute yourself and ask. Okay, no doubts. Okay. Okay, you have no doubts to ask? Okay, continue further. So, like a row. input. We'll take input. So next, enter a value. Now this is the program. First we are taking a decimal value. We are trying to convert that into different number systems. So binary number in X. Print octal number octal print hexadecimal number. X. So let us see how if I enter 20. Value. Now entering a value 25, I am entering. So binary number 11001, octal equivalent 000031, hexadecimal equivalent 0x19. So decimal number, binary, octal, hexadecimal. We converted into three types very easily with the Python built-in functions, library functions. Okay, bin for converting a decimal number into binary number, OCT octal for converting that number into octal type, hexadecimal hex, it is to convert into hexadecimal number system. So this is the all about so converting one type to another type in a simple manner. Please write this program. Please make a note of this program. How to take input. First we are taking input, converting input, whatever the number you take input, that will be in the form of string. So string you have to convert back into integer, and that will be stored in the some x. Then you have to convert. You are taking and you are converting that into binary number, octal number, hexadecimal number, like this. Okay. Is there any problem, any doubt? You can ask. This is a simple program to convert into three types, that is binary, octal, hexa, in a simple manner within the Python. But if you take another programming language, it is very difficult to convert one type to another type. You have to crack your head and all. So this is very simple and easy in Python. Okay. You got any doubts, you can ask me. So we discussed about different operators in Python, and we discussed about bitwise operators. Bitwise operators are left shift, right shift, not, and, or, and exclusive or, and next membership operators, next comparison operators, next arithmetic operators. So, and how to find the power of a number, how to and how to take up integer division and floating point division. So these are all topics we discussed today. Okay, is that clear to all? If you got any doubts, please unmute yourself and ask. సార్ నాగేశ్వరరావు సార్ రికార్డింగ్ స్టాప్ చేయండి.
ఓకే సార్ అందరికీ ఒకసారి ఇవన్నీ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకొని చెప్పండి సార్ ఒకసారి
ఇవన్నీ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి బాబు, ఇవన్నీ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోండి. సో మీరు హోంవర్క్ గా డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్